To news from the states, we will bring you reports on key developments across Nigeria's 36 states. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Political activities are gradually gaining momentum across the country following the signing of the Electoral Act into law by President Bola Tinubu as preparations quietly begin ahead of the 2027 general election. Political stakeholders in Lagos State say they are aligning their programs with the provisions of the amended law. Olamide Adeyemi reports.
The recent concluded APC Congress in Lagos State has drawn commendation from party stakeholders who describe the exercise as orderly and reflective of internal democracy. Leaders of the party say the process underscores continued respect for the will and interest of members, adding that the APC remains focused on maintaining its leadership position in the state ahead of future elections. Lawmakers at the Lagos State House of Assembly representing various constituencies also lauded the conduct of the Congress. They described it as part of an ongoing democratic process aimed at strengthening party structures at the grassroots.
We have been able to put the people that will be in the affairs of the party into their various positions. So by the time we do that one, the next thing is for us, the primaries.
All parties have their manifestos. We have been in this democracy for about 27 years now, or 26, and it is Nigerians are beginning to get themselves used to what democratic practice is all about.
Responding to protests and debates on social media, they expressed support for technological innovations designed to enhance transparency and credibility in the electoral process.
In Lagos State, we have some challenges that we want to do, that will be network failure. Talk less of those people that were living in villages. How do you want them to transfer?
I don't think there is anything that anybody is afraid of. The infrastructure backbone for us to vote electronically, transmit as we are voting, I don't think we have it on ground.
While acknowledging citizens' right to express concerns, the lawmakers urge greater civic responsibility, particularly among young people.
And I'm very, very sure it's going to play a major role in the outcome of the election. No politician will take social media for granted in selling whatever you have.
As President Bola Tinubu signed the 2022 Electoral Act into law amidst agitation for the e-transmission of election results, this now sets in motion critical activities leading up to the 2027 elections. All eyes are on these reforms and how it will impact the country's political history. Olamide Adeyemi, TVC News, Lagos.
And Olamide Adeyemi joins me on news from the States. Olamide, your report suggests that political activities are already gaining momentum following the signing of the amended Electoral Act 2022 into law by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. From what you observed, how is this development shaping early political alignment ahead of the 2027 general election?
Hi, Ibrahim. Yes, political activities across Lagos State have started gaining momentum, especially for those who want to be re-elected in the next election. From my coverage at the Lagos State House of Assembly, what we are seeing is a quiet but strategic, realignment of party leaders and stakeholders. The past few weeks, there have been meetings with constituents, leaders of each parties and stakeholders, those who will be critical in this election. The lawmakers say that the amended Electoral Act 2022 now gives out a guideline, and this sets in motion activities that will, continue till the election day in the Lagos State House of Assembly. Well, it's a critical moment for the lawmakers, especially for those who will want to be re-elected, and we see many of them going back to their constituencies to, remind them of some of the promises that they have fulfilled politically. So in the coming weeks, what we'll be seeing will perhaps be some lawmakers announcing their bid to, go again for another tenure. I recall that the APC had the Congress last week. Now they have leaders at the ward, at the local governments, and of course the state level. Now this means that the next step will be the primaries election. So this is a critical moment. Some will say this is the calm before the storm.
Absolutely. So another issue raised in your report is the continued debate around electronic transmission of election results. What exactly are lawmakers in Lagos saying about the use of technology in elections?
Well, I took this question to them specifically. I wanted to know if the Lagos House was also backing the decision of the Senate on the e-transmission of results, looking at the reactions that it has brought on social media. From what they have said, they say Nigeria at the moment does not necessarily have the capacity to handle fully electronic form of voting and also transmission of results. So now they have backed the Senate's decision for having the manual as a form of backup. They've also responded to some of the allegations online, some suggestions saying that it is an opportunity to rig the elections. They say no one is trying to rig the elections, but the manual will serve as a backup, especially for areas that do not have coverage. Even in some areas in Lagos, they're still having issues with the network. And so the manual form of transmitting results, documenting the results is still far more better at this point, looking at
That's
Nigeria's
right.
electronic infrastructure.
Olamide Adeyemi, thank you so much for the update. Thank you.